maybe don't let us go up there, but there are a lot of...
CP squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom. Make me...
I got hungry, and I ate it.
We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book, and this wave just comes up.
All right, welcome, folks, to another crazy show. We're going to be mixing up the way that we do our intro just to see if we can get more followers or maybe people to become newcomers and to join us and not scare them off by the gazillion and a half hour intro that we do. So we're going to start doing things a little different. So let's go ahead and bring in our co-host, and that is our...
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
And how are you doing?
Yeah. Like literally knowing that Delete lost his channel kind of got me a bit through the weekend, especially by the fact that he got porn bombed.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you,
sure.
Stupidity.
All right, so let's go ahead and bring in... Doggo, how are you doing?
I do.
How are you guys?
Good.
Yeah,
doing good. Had a good weekend. Oh, day off.
Yeah, I had a lot of Saturday running around with some friends, going to a bunch of different places. So that was fun. So, all right.
We got someone else pooping it.
How are you doing, Al?
Hello.
Hey, Al.
How's it going?
Good.
Good, mate.
Good dog, Brainless Slim.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
hope you guys are all right. Hopefully everybody in the is all right.
Yeah, we're all good.
Yeah. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do something different. Now we're going to do some intros, the intros for the show. Then we'll get to the side chat.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Got 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead. You're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're stupid. All right.
All right.
There we go. So let's go ahead and say hello to the Cinema Chats, and then we will talk about something that's not going to be fun, but we have to. So let's say hello to the Allaman.
Hey, Ollie.
Hey, Ollie.
Hey, Ollie.
Stop this stupidity.
Hey, Stupidity.
We have a commander.
Commander?
Commander.
And thank you very much. Stop the Stupidity for the 5 gifted memberships. And who are those people?
And those are, that is Sir Little Wolf, who also just joined the chat a minute ago. So, aroo!
Yes.
And another wolf, the Mage Grey Wolf, and a Tom, and a West Side Girl Reacts, and a T.O.
Awesome. So here is the new membership video. And there's a J. Troy.
Hey, Troy.
We have a Sir Little Wolf. And we have a Skitsumacrasher, and of course, we have their commercial. So here we go. Awesome.
Hey, if any of you want to come on for a bit, come on.
Yes, we're going
Link is in the decimal port.
We're going to talk about Glover Mom for just a minute. Give her some remembrance.
Yeah.
If you don't know, she has passed, unfortunately. So we are going to do some things to remember her. I have some things planned. If anybody else has anything planned, we're gonna play her.
Yeah, it's where's her?
What do you have planned, Brainless?
Well, I already told you, so I'm just gonna start it. I think that's a good thing to start it with.
Let's play her intro first, once more. For the last time. Alright, Glover Mom, everybody in the side chat.
Mama! Oh, Mama!
That will be the last time that's being played.
Yeah. Yeah.
So go ahead whenever you're ready.
Yeah, well, she had nice. She made nice, funny videos. First the Flat Earthers, and then later the Karens. Like that. That was, yeah.
Many times after streams, I used to sit and we chat a lot, loads of times, and we used to have a good giggle about all of this shit, all the nonsense, flat Earth, life. And I'm going to miss that. I really am.
Yes. Go ahead, Brainless.
Yeah, and just the banter we had on Pip streams. Yeah, I'm really going to miss that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
She was a great woman. She was a great.
She definitely was. Yes.
A great. I just want to. I don't have much to say, but and I unfortunately didn't get to know her as well as some others did. But for the time that I did know her, I knew her to be funny and kind and open. And also, like, I got to thank her for bringing me here, because she didn't go out of her way to do it, but I'm quite certain I followed her invitation to come and listen to you guys one night a while back. I don't remember how long ago, a couple of years ago, I guess, and just I never left, I guess. And I'm sad to see her go, but I hope she's in peace now, because I know she had a rough go of it.
On Twitter many years ago.
Oh, really?
And she coached me. I was already looking at this. Well, I used to watch Slim's Gaming back then. When you were a kid, remember them days, Slim?
Yes.
You were just a kid when you were a gaming stream, and it's full blown now, isn't it? Full blown bullshit. But then she got me into you and other people, and yes, I mean, she was a big influence on a lot of us. I'm going to say a lot of people that use
and I've been hopping around YouTube this weekend, and like the channels I came across that all, and like because like the night that we got the news, there was just as I was going to go to bed and I couldn't sleep, Irish Demon went live with like the fact that Chile was getting porn bombed, and like so I hopped in there and like I mentioned it, and like so many people there like, oh shit, like yeah, oh she was awesome, like oh yeah I knew her, oh yeah she kind of got me into this, and like yeah, that did mean quite a lot to me, seeing that so many people she touched a lot of people, really a lot of them, and like me she's deep, like I think for Slim and me, like she's one of the core groups, like like I believe from the start that were playing Piplash, she was there.
Yeah.
And like yeah, we gotta,
well,
okay,
yeah. Good thing about that is at least we've got more of a chance of winning now. I know that's I know it's just it's just won every week.
Yeah,
and now we've got more of a chance.
Brainless, go ahead and share whatever you wanted to share. Otherwise, we're going to get Karen.
My idea was playing the intro, but I don't know. I've not been really.
We're going to try to make this not so much crying, but more celebrating is what we're trying to do.
Yeah,
that's probably not going to work for me though.
I know it's a really tough thing to do, and I'm not sure if I can myself, but I want to remember that she would take things seriously, and she was a really kind and good person, but she loved to laugh, and she loved to laugh at the stupid and silly stuff that people did, and she also, her content was so high quality, and she really put forth a great effort on things for herself and for others, and she was a great. I always look forward to like if she was on the show here or anywhere else, she was just a great kind voice to hear.
Yes, definitely. All right, Brainless, are you going to do that, or should I just share what I got?
Yeah, you share what you got.
Okay, so
I've
what we're going to do?
Been able to get.
What we're going to do is we're going to play for all of you. What the hell, Karen? And we get to hear her say this. We're just going to go over one little snippet of this. In case you've never seen this before, you're very welcome. Go to her channel and show her love, even though, like, I mean, but still, if you've not seen
there's also the message that Glober Dad put there, and like I'm pretty sure they're checking the comments on there.
Yeah,
so
go there.
Leave a kind comment there.
Yes, definitely.
I'll look that up.
Yeah, so here we go.
Welcome back to What the Hell, Karen? A weekly satirical series on Karen and the entire Karen family. Karen's nephew woke up refreshed and ready to meet the new day. First thing he did was check his Snapchat account. See, Karen's nephew, Dominic, loves to put his exploits on Snapchat. And those exploits have earned him particular attention from the police and the sheriff's deputies in the county that he recently moved.
If you know what she means, exploits. Haha, hold on. Let's do this.
Grin, grin, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
Yes, exactly, Emily. All right.
Moved from. However, the police and sheriff's department in his former county have notified law enforcement in his new county of his exploits on Snapchat, like smoking marijuana on camera, requesting his followers about where he can purchase said marijuana in bulk because he wanted to start a business, showing off his fancy laser light firearm, and recording police vehicles while making derogatory remarks about law enforcement, and putting his location on Snap Map, a feature of Snapchat that lets account users post the location they are at on a map.
Because that's what you want to do when you're committing felonies. Totally. That's exactly Timon.
You know, the usual things 18-year-olds tend to do on social media. Anyway, Dominic was on his way to nowhere when a sheriff's deputy ending his traffic stop heard his car before he saw it because Dominic liked the sound his faulty exhaust system made. As Dominic's car passed the deputy...
Yeah, it's somebody who can't afford a new muffler that always says that.
The deputy noticed that Dominic's car had brake light issues, which prompted him to follow Dominic so he could let him know of said issues. Because Dominic wasn't in the talking mood, he decided to drive faster and use the lights on, lights off tactic to go unnoticed. The deputy, catching up to Dominic's car, ran his plates and found that the car did indeed belong to Dominic.
Going back towards the village on Lawrence Street. 212, I'm with him on call it. Eastbound Lawrence. Eastbound Lawrence. 212 calling it. Eastbound Lawrence. Northbound Spring, northbound Spring.
So he's blocked out, but he keeps having to use his brakes. So it's lighting up his car anyways. Dumbass, just turn on your lights, you idiot.
4760, lights are back on.
Okay. It's good to hear where she's talking again.
It's going to be that Dominic revoked license. 212 Marquette. By the way, we're in Adams County. There's no traffic. If I'm approved to continue,
we just want to hear Mama.
After an hour of deputies patrolling the area Dominic was last seen in, which coincidentally happened to be around the apartment complex where he lived, deputies noticed a loud truck coming from the direction of said apartment complex with multiple people inside. Deputies ran the truck's plates and found it belonged to someone who lived in the same apartment complex as Dominic. Their suspicions aroused, they decided to do a high-risk traffic stop. During the stop, their suspicions proved correct. Dominic was indeed in the back seat of the truck. As the deputies ordered him to get out of the vehicle and step back towards them, he claimed his car was stolen. However, the one flaw in Dominic's "my car was stolen" story was that the deputy who was following him when he initially took off saw Dominic's face in the rearview mirror of his car.
There's a mirror.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to hear this one more time. And we're going to be doing this like throughout the week, especially like on Thanksgiving. We'll do some more Ode to Mama stuff for sure. But here, let's hear this one more time.
Well,
We'll see if I got it right.
Welcome back to what the
oh shit, she's
the hell, Karen? A weekly satirical.
So there we go. Thank you, Mama, very much for everything that you did for the community. You're amazing, and you touched a lot of people's lives for sure. Let's put it that way. I mean, it's insane how much you were the mama for a lot of us, for sure. So let's crack on to what we're going to be watching today. And Mama would be proud of us making fun of this video today because the first beginnings of it, I was watching 3 different documentaries in quotation marks. And I was like, yeah, these ones are okay. And then I started watching this one. I was like, nope, this is the one. So if everybody's ready for the insanity, here we blow. Let me get past the stupid stuff. You want to know what's really funny about these movies from this company? They have a thing. We do not believe in any of this bullshit. We just let motherfuckers talk, and we pay them money to sputter out their bullshit is pretty much what this thing says. So let's just go to. Oh yeah, I have to share it first. That makes sense, right? If I don't do, if never mind. Sorry, I didn't share the thing. I'm stupid. Here we go. God damn it! You're supposed to call me out, brainless, when I do that. Okay, let's get to here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be useless today.
I don't want to walk. Okay. Anyways. So here is their a warning about how that they have nothing to do with the craziness that is involved with the insanity that is being sputtered out during this film. Okay. So now, why are you doing that, you weirdo? Stop moving it over. Okay. I think we can start there. Okay, here we go.
Evidence is overwhelming that aliens created humanity. The first clue is the fact that we look nothing like any other animal on Earth. In fact, we look more like aliens than animals.
No, we don't look like monkeys. We don't look like bonobos. No.
Oh, like Jeebus.
We don't look like any other mammals around. No, totally. We don't like have forearms.
We don't have similar bone structures.
We don't walk in a weird way that could be construed as like an ape-like creature. No, totally no. And we don't have bones that could prove there is a history of us. No. It's totally
and especially our DNA doesn't show any similarities with any creatures on Earth.
Yeah, no, we don't have any proof other than what this guy says. This guy's totally right. Listen to him.
Mitch, the second clue is that we have technology that is far beyond anything that could have been created by humans. How did we go?
What? We did create it, you dumbass.
Let's listen to his proof.
Created over.
Slim, now I want to kill someone. Like, people saying shit like that just makes me so fucking angry.
Yeah, well, just wait. There's more.
Oh, so rapidly from being primitive cavemen to creating computers, satellites,
hey,
and
Dave.
space shuttles. The only explanation is that aliens.
Thanks for having me on Saturday.
Technology.
Yeah, that's
me too.
Hey, Dave. Yeah, no, this is the complete explanation. Is the only way for us to have developed technology that we have a proof that it went from stone, bronze, whatever to whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Like we have an evolutionary grasp of different ages, when and where and how theme of ours change. If there was alien technology, and we go over this like once a month, I think, if there was alien technology that was given to us, our technology would spike in a weird, insane, crazy way that's never been shown to us before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know the shapes are weird. Why can't we have tentacles like normal extraterrestrials? Exactly. But technology is not spiked in a way that has shown us there's a gap in learnedness, right? You know what I'm saying? Like technology has not spiked in a way that there's a gap some way, shape, or form. Just because technology has spiked insanely in the last, 50, 60 years or something, does not mean that somebody gave us some weird new technology. It's that we figured out a way to make plastics and microchips, microprocessors, and smaller versions of things that can take a lot more heat on. That's it. And that was not a spike or a boom in technology. It was a learned thing that eventually our dumbass human brains stumbled upon. That's how technology works. We stumble upon it. Like, oh, let's put this together and throw this together and zap it and see what happens. All right, cool. Oh, it makes a thing. Woohoo. So, yeah, no, nothing has shown us that we have an external force teaching us a thing to make technologies.
What?
The third clue is that many of our religions teach us that aliens created us. This is not a coincidence. Religion is a way for aliens to control us.
Okay, I am going to totally speed him up even more because Jesus Christ. I mean, I want you to hear what he says about Jesus. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Yeah, wait, that was already sped up once. Yeah, no, I know. That's why I was like, I gotta fucking speed it up. But here we blow.
They created us, so they know what will make us happy and what will make us obey them. There are many theories about the origins of religion, but one that is often overlooked is the possibility that aliens created religion. There are a number of reasons to believe that aliens might be responsible for religious beliefs and practices.
Okay, I'm gonna let him cook more, and then we'll talk about it.
One reason is that many religious texts include descriptions of beings that sound like aliens. For example, the
Executimally, I have no idea how to say your name. You're totally right. Yeah, the reptilians are the ones that have chosen our technologies we have. It's not the aliens, it's the reptilians. You're totally spot on. However you say your name. I'm not even gonna try to say it. Welcome to the
welcome
stream.
Cotty.
Yeah, I think I sure.
Do you pronounce it with an O or A?
Bible,
short or long?
Yeah, let us know how you'd like us to say it, or some way you want us to call it. What name you want us to call you?
Describes angels as beings with wings who fly and carry messages from God. This description sounds a lot like what we would expect aliens to look like.
Wait, didn't he show us a bunch of like gray aliens in the beginning with the weird heads and the big ass almond eyes and the? Where are their wings? Wait, why all of a sudden do aliens have wings?
Flash Gordon, hasn't he? Recently.
We don't have representations, and don't look at her boobs. Don't look at her boobs, YouTube. Okay, anyway.
Boobs.
Is that many religious
Gordon's alive.
I mean, do you understand what symbology is, people? Symbology means that like these are hats, helmets, adornments, other things that they wear, even like misshapen the heads of the babies in certain cultures and stuff. They're representations of certain things. So if you don't know what the symbols mean behind why there's 3 on this side, with why is there this is different, and then these ones are this way, and then this is and why it's holding this in this hand and this and that and blah blah blah. It's all symbology. It does not mean real life. It's called symbology for a reason. It's because people could not read back in the day. They knew what symbols meant, and so you're reading symbols on ancient carvings, ancient cloths, ancient signs, right?
Slim. I've got the feeling that we don't believe it. The makers of this video don't believe it, but I think we've got somebody in the side chat that.
Yeah.
Oops.
So, the aliens or higher powers are the ones that created our veil and capped our minds when they left, because man got greedy. Can I ask you if you are what religion do you believe in? What religion do you believe in? Let's put it that way. Catholic, a Christian, Islam, whatever. What
an extremist? Oh.
What ancient beliefs do you believe in? And we'll start talking about your text specifically, because that's for us to talk about how to rebut what you're talking about. And hey, D, welcome.
D.
Hey, Drusilla. How you doing?
Hey, Drusilla.
And hey, Drusilla. They took their teachings and technologies with them when they left. Then why did they give it to us and take it away? What would be the point of them coming here, showing it to us, and then leaving with it?
Cody, how did they get here and where did they go?
No,
that's all I want to know. How did they get here?
I'm gonna call you Cody. No, tell me. I have studied way more crazier shit than you can believe. Do you see what I look like? I'm a tattooed from head to toe freak that have traveled the world, and I've studied cultures from around the world and their biblical texts.
You don't know that. Why are you supporting it if you don't know it?
Well, then, once again, that's why you're here to learn. So stick around and learn from somebody and people that know maybe more than you. Don't always assume you know more than other people.
Stick around and find out.
You can always learn.
We don't have
to be
Commander
designed
on.
to contact aliens. These practices are often done in private, which would make sense if they were meant to contact beings from another world. Fine.
Just because they were done between the higher ups and the rich people, what doesn't mean in private per se, but yes, there were secret organizations or organizations that did things behind closed doors. But anyways, let's crack on.
She's throwing a ninja star, the one on the right.
Finally.
What this thing?
Yeah,
That's probably a sun, you dumbass.
That's one of the.
She's throwing a ninja star.
Yeah, she's throwing the ninja star at the other deity. That's totally what's happening. And then she's gonna let loose the lion to the. No, I'm just kidding. No, that is the
I want to be
sun.
top alien. She's saying.
And the reason why she's holding her hand in a certain way during the sun being there is also like a prayer ritual thing or something of symbology that we most likely will not understand ever, because once again, these things were not written down because these were drawn and illustrated before people could read text. For a long time, only the rich and the cloth, the rabbis, the priests, the other clergy members could only read, and they were the ones who were taking the Bibles and writing them from French, Spain Spanish, and what was before that? What's the sorry, Latin. Sorry, there we go, Latin. And then turning it into English versions. So anyways, let's crack on.
There are a number of reports of people who have had contact with aliens and claim that they were given religious messages. These people have no reason.
Yeah, we call those people schizophrenic nowadays, and they didn't hear things from outer space. It was the voices in their head that somebody, some way, shape, or form, was able to convince that they were able to convince other people that they heard these things. Or there are some people that don't understand how you can talk to yourself inside your own head. Like, that's a very, very hard concept for early humans to understand, right? To talk to yourself, right? To have the internal thought. That's a very, very weird concept if you can't even read or you have a basic understanding of how to not kill yourself, right? So that is a major thing. Once philosophy started having doctrine, well, I'm not going to say that. That's not the right way to say that. Sorry, doctrine is the wrong word. When philosophy or when medicines began understanding that we have an internal dialogue, we have an internal thought, we have an internal way of talking to ourselves, less religious experiences began happening because you couldn't just sputter out bullshit inside your own head. And who just jumped in?
And somebody that knows a lot about religious texts.
Hey, Commander.
Hey, Commander.
Commander.
How's everyone feeling? Is that uniform? I think that's uniform.
We're all right.
I'm hanging in there.
Been a tough week.
I know Mom's casting is hard on everybody. At least she doesn't get to see what Trump does.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Like, at least she's out before Trump gets in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's crack on with this funny stuff. I'm so glad that you are here, Commander, because this thing gets way more funnier, sillier, and you are going to have a field day with what we're going to be going over. So, let's crack on.
Oh, you're Commander is our religious expert, right?
Yes. And actually, you know what's really funny about this, Cody, is the more that we do these anti things or we go over certain biblical things and people like you come in here, the more I get to do research and I actually get to learn more and more about this. So let's crack on about, once again, look at all the symbology that's sitting behind this image right now. All of those bones, they're nails. They all mean words, numbers put together for a certain reason. Once again, it's symbology.
From what I'm confined, it looks like
the stories are often very convincing.
What's that?
I can't read it. I just know that it's uniform.
Yeah, and see that small little vase he's holding in his hand? It just says that he's a MAGA micro penis. Never mind. Let's crack on.
Vincent. In
You want me to fill
there
this?
are many theories about the existence of aliens.
He's like, I filled it up, lady. Here, now put it inside your vagina, because I know you won't let me near it since I voted for Trump.
Wait. Does that make him MAGA? Does that make him MAGA? With the?
He's got the red hat on. He's got the red hat on. Yes, of course it does, because women now will not get near them.
If he has a low sperm count, then that makes him MAGA. Low sperm count equals MAGA.
Yeah, exactly, Timothy.
And Cozy,
Who is he?
I've always said that Jesus is transgender or intersex, I should say. Ghost.
Yeah.
Ghost and female DNA make an intersex character, as far as
that's my favorite kind of intersex is with a ghost, so we get the ectoplasm. All right, so let's crack on. Let's keep going with this.
Well, you do know that most of the Christians in America would absolutely despise the Jesus character in the Bible if they met him.
Yeah, as we've come to understand and find out, they want to go with the criminal instead of somebody who is more like Jesus, like literally.
They want Barabbas.
Jesus.
Well, they're ready for revelations. They want revelations.
Isaiah's Old Testament, so Jesus is not in that.
Jesus was actually transgender daughter named. Sure, you wouldn't reject it. Sure, technically Jesus could have been a transgender, but here, let's listen to what they say Jesus is in there. Let's just keep going. Hold on, Cody. Let's just listen to this. We're almost there. I'm almost there. I mean,
be quiet, everyone. Shh.
They have visited our planet.
But
some people believe that aliens have been visiting us for centuries, and that they have even played a role in human history.
So why are they not doing that now? But anyways, here, let's listen to this. One theory is Jesus is actually an alien. Here we go. Here we blow. Here, just listen to this and let it play for like 20, 30 seconds, and then we'll stop because we have to hear the whole thing first. And I know if you have to start laughing, laugh, but like let's play this.
One theory is that Jesus Christ was actually an alien. There are a few pieces of evidence that suggest that Jesus may have been an alien. First of all, There are many accounts of Jesus performing miracles, such as healing the sick and walking on water. These miracles would be impossible for a human to perform, but they could easily be explained if Jesus was an alien with supernatural powers. Another piece of evidence is the fact that Jesus' body was never found after his crucifixion.
Slim, can you pause for a second?
Believe that aliens took Jesus' body.
Yeah, okay, sure.
No. Because they started fighting? Have you fucking read the Bible?
How do you know they started fighting? How do you know all this about these aliens? And I still
but men got greedy and started fighting.
The only reason aliens
hold on.
have been fighting from day fucking one.
Why did Jesus get hung from the cross? That is not the reason. What did Jesus do?
And from what I've read, like historically seen, like there was a JC that was crucified around that time, but
that was a way of killing them.
The Greeks.
That was the way the
Romans
Romans
that, and like they would probably not call Jesus Christ because he wasn't their savior. So the JC most likely was Julius Caesar.
Well, okay, hold on.
But then again, like they didn't have a difference between an I and a J, so that.
So the other thing is, if you look 1 second, Commander, and then I'll definitely will give you time. So if you look at the Dead Sea Scrolls, there were a handful of writings about somebody called Jesus, not always with C, Jebus, and it seems like what they did is they took amalgamation, a collection of those stories about these multiple people being somewhat of a messiah or doing these certain things, and they put them together. So there seems like there may have been 4 different people they were referencing off of, and then maybe that obviously something like that maybe that person never got hung from a cross, but they needed and wanted to have a revolution from the Jewish church, and they wanted to start their own religion off of blah, and so this was a way to start that, was from the rebirth of the old church into a new church. There is where? Japan? Yeah, I guess there is some. Well, I don't know.
And Judas hung himself from an olive tree, and Acts 5:30 clearly says Jesus was hung from a cross.
And from the first ever porn I can find out, Jesus was definitely hung. If you know what I mean.
Anyways, I still want to know how these aliens got here, because even from a viable planet that contains super intelligent life, it would still take them tens and thousands of years to get here.
Yeah, no,
it would have to go through many hundreds and thousands of generations.
Of course,
and you here and go, oh, we want to rule you. Oh no, we have a fight. Now we're going to fuck off and spend tens of millions of years to get back home. It's called the cosmological culty, if you want to look at that one. Science.
And not just that, but you know what's the funniest thing about this whole goddamn motherfucking episode? It's all hearsay. Literally, it's this dude just saying some shit. Literally, just watch.
Well,
it's insane.
There's no evidence that, well, you know, like if someone actually were to come back from the dead and zombies were walking around Jerusalem, you think the Romans or the Jewish authorities would have made? No, they didn't.
They would be anti it very quick, and they would have taken it out, and they would have killed it. But once again, what happened a gazillion and a half times? Like what was it during the 1800s? I believe it was that they had bells over coffins.
Yeah.
Because like 1/3 or 1/4 of people would wake up not dead because they didn't know how to tell if you were dead. We're talking about ancient times. If you were knocked the fuck out, how are people going to know? Like, they didn't 100% know how to take your temperature, to take your things. And sometimes you could be on the brink of death and you could be brought back. And sometimes, like, let's say, being buried under dirt warms up your temperature, and that's all you needed. And now you're fucking alive again. You know what I'm saying? You just needed your temperature to be brought up because you were going through frostbite or something, or it somehow caused you to become warm enough for you to bake off the fucking disease that you had, because that's what you needed, was to heat your body needed to heat itself up enough to get rid of the bacteria, fungus, or whatever the freak was inside of you by baking it to death. Because that's why you get a fever when you have certain diseases, or not diseases, but flu and other things, right? It kills what's inside of you because it's too hot. It's like what bees do to the Japanese wasps. When one comes in, like 20 of them go over it, and they vibrate so hard that they overheat the wasp and it dies from heat. So anyways, that's a great tangent for my dumbass. But anyways, go ahead, Commander.
Cody, I have a question. Did you reference Isaiah 45 and 47 having anything to do with Trump?
Oh, Jesus.
Because it doesn't.
Old Testament.
I don't know what they were referencing at the time for that.
Jesus
but,
was mentioned in Isaiah. No, he wasn't. Wasn't even born.
Yes.
Even if he existed,
Yeah.
Old Testament. That's different books.
Sorry, close your ears, Drewsville, about the wasp torture. Sorry. We don't die or leave this veil. We all are trapped within it. Our souls are incarnate within other timelines or dimensions. We can reborn. Sure, citation needed.
Wow.
I wish.
Too much woo in one fucking sentence for me. That is just far too much woo in one sentence.
I know. That's why
You don't take my homeopathic eye drops just to read that again. Fucking hell. Smell out my incense burner.
I'm gonna need to do my Trump vodka douche right now because of what I just read. Anyways, let's crack on with this.
What the fuck?
I know,
What's going
exactly
on?
similarly. I don't know anymore, but let's crack on with this.
Audio way after he died, which would explain why it was never found.
Dun dun dun.
Like Jesus.
Lastly, many people believe that Jesus' appearance was not human-like. For example, some people say that Jesus had long hair and a beard, which was not typical of Jewish men at the time. Also, there are...
Oh, fuck. Yeah, it was. Because, let's face it, right? Scissors were expensive, right? Saving was luxury.
Hold on. Go ahead, Commander. And yes, take the piss out of this right now.
Yes. Jewish friend.
Even though it was preferred if you were like rich, you would be well groomed. But let's face it, Jesus said boxes of holes, birds have nests. Dude, I have nowhere to lay my head. And you'd be lucky to get your hair cut. But I mean, like shaving, that was something that was dangerous at the time. Let's just think about it. Like, how many people cut themselves shaving today? Scissors were expensive. Anything metal was expensive. So it was common for people to have beards and stuff. Come on.
So you have to use like a napped stone. Also, why does this guy think I'm gonna do a battle?
Not
AI
battle.
AI
battle. No, AI. There's two dots.
Oh yes, because artificial intelligence was referenced multiple times in the ancient scriptures.
Totally. No, what they're doing is they're doing an AI battle with.
In the beginning, artificial intelligence invented a load of bullshit. That's all
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know why they said
droids are artificial.
I've had a theological discussion with ChatGPT. Damn, that fucker is political correct.
They were programmed to be that way.
ChatGPT knows more about biblical eschatology than the evangelical preachers do.
Yeah.
Well, the
So really
evangelical
quick,
preachers only know about collecting cash.
Okay, so really quick, let's get into. Let's say this. If you read the Bible in the past, present, and future tense, you'll see a repeating timeline. Yes, except for they do not talk about powered engines. They don't talk about the interwebs. They don't talk about computers. They don't talk about digital currency and a handful of other things that we have now.
They don't even talk about porn.
Like just about fucking everything is left out of the goddamn Bible.
Especially since
it's an old book about an old time, but it's not that old.
1,400 years old, and so. But let's listen to the rest of this.
Thorough, that's for damn sure.
And let's listen to this. And Commander, hold on to your chair. Do not fall out of it when you hear this next part. And I'm gonna go back 10 seconds and listen to this next part. What they say.
Long hair and a beard, which was not typical of Jewish men at the time. Also, there are accounts of Jesus' skin glowing and his eyes being very bright.
All right.
That's a fucking carnival thing.
Where does it say that in the Bible? I don't remember them saying that.
Oil of Ulay and things
But
like that.
I think the Transfiguration was the only place where it was mentioned that his skin was different. And in the book of Revelations, that it depicts a Jesus-like character with eyes that burn like fire. But the book of Revelations is apocalyptic, it's symbolic, and it's not even claiming to be a first-hand account of Jesus when he walked the earth.
Yeah, but what's really trippy is the churches that I went to around the Midwest and the West had accounts of what we just heard. I always heard he had glowing white skin with bright blue eyes, like the Hitler youth was told about what is the what, and it was really weird.
Yeah, if there was a Jeebus, so he'd have olive colored to brown skin, definitely brown eyes, curly or red hair. There's red hairs or brown hair is very common, and definitely not look like an Aryan.
And so, if you were a fisherman in the area at the time, you would look like what we were showing. They said was not possible earlier. Somebody with long hair, a long beard, and a long mustache. No, when you go out on the ocean for that long, and I believe it's even cold around those areas, especially on the water, you grow out stuff. And once again, it's not easy to shave back in the days. It wasn't like everybody had their own kit to shave with, because once again, like Commander said earlier, it's very difficult. And if you cut yourself, you're beeped unless you have a way to,
if it gets infected. Whew.
Yeah, unless you have a way to antibiotic yourself and or to put
but that was not a thing back then.
Well, yes and no. Well, yes and no. There were plants and there were certain things you.
Well, they did have honey though. That's antibacterial.
There was a hand.
And
there was a
interestingly, when they talk about anointing with oil,
the
oil was actually something that would protect against parasites.
Yeah, and
Or
just
sheep and other things.
yeah, just like in the Wild West and in a lot of places in ancient times, the top of the bar at a place with alcohol was copper, I believe, which is anti something somehow way shape
Copper
or form.
is antibacterial.
There we go,
It has
antibacterial.
Copper is toxic.
properties.
So at least,
Copper is toxic.
so at least in ancient times and in the Wild West, you could have the bar be at least semi-clean, and then they would clean it. But once again, they didn't understand how cross-contamination and all that stuff worked. So at least it was like a semi-permanent way. Just like I believe cash registers used to be lined with it as well, so that it would at least like try to like clean the money, because again, people didn't understand how to clean things properly until we got, well, we still have anti-vaxxers. So anyways, let's crack on. Let's keep going.
Yeah, and you'll have one of those in charge of your medical shit.
Well, I don't think they're going to make it in. But again, I'm always wrong, so we'll beeping see. At least Matt Gaetz is not going to be in charge of like. Anyways.
Human. And what about other religious originators, such as Buddha? First of all, Buddha was born into a wealthy family. His father was a king, and his mother was a princess.
So how is he an alien? But just listen to how he fucking spins this weird fucking shit.
He had everything a person could want, but instead of living a life of luxury, Buddha chose to live a life of poverty.
Okay.
He gave up all his material possessions and became a monk. Why would he do this? It doesn't make any human sense, but it does if you think about.
I am a white person. I only understand capitalism. I don't understand why somebody could want to abandon.
So, has anyone ever considered, right, that he was surrounded by the most pretentious pricks in all the world because it was a palace, and he was like, "Fuck, I can't take the bullshit. I'm out."
And they were like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, and do you know how many fucking dumbass rules you gotta fucking obey? Use your right hand if you're left-handed. You don't do this, don't do that, blah blah blah. Wait, you're telling me I can go walk into the mountains and I can go and do whatever the beep I want? Yeah, no, I'm there. Thank you. I'm just gonna go into the mountains.
Well, that's all the Bible is, isn't it? It's a book of laws and that just favor men, of course. It's just control through fear. That's all it is. Through fear. Fear didn't work, so they tried to make it through love and joy. And
they even say you should be fearful.
Well, and I just was watching this about this, and we probably and maybe will go over this, but I don't know if I can figure out a way to do it properly. But Hassan went over this thing about South Korea and how they are so misogynistic because they are neo something. It's not Buddhist. It's the other thing. Anyways, and like how like they're like it's crazy. Their incels are taking over the whole like everything because they're the ones that go in and like overload certain websites. They overload certain emails. They go in and convince like people that have like a woman working at their company to get pushed out, to find out that that person had nothing to do with that part of whatever they were trying. Like, it's crazy. We'll talk about it in another thing. I can't remember the name of, but it doesn't matter. But that's it, like the extreme of.
I went to the Olympics in '88. I was only a teenager then. I was about 19 years old, and the women there seemed to have their own lives, their own freedoms. They didn't seem to be Not that I saw. You know, I don't know what happens behind closed doors or whatever.
Where was this?
In Seoul, in South Korea.
Okay, what year?
88.
Okay, so it's changed in the last
Olympics.
12 years, but
Oh, right.
But go ahead.
Oh no! Yeah, I'd say that was 88.
Okay,
It changed about 12 years. And
so there's the Gachigami game wars that have happened recently, and it has caused the incels to like do what the fascists are doing right now in the Americas, and they got bold and they changed all of the culture there. But their hierarchy is way different. Like you have to still say, if somebody's above you, you still have to say son and other things like that, which is really trippy. And one of these days, if I can figure out a way to do it, or we may just watch Hassan going over it because he's way more knowledgeable. But anyways, we'll talk about that later. Let's keep cracking on with this.
Incels literally suck.
No, of course they do. And what sucks is what sucks is COVID happened mainly is the first part of it. The second part of it is the world didn't help those people get back into society. And I don't know how that would have worked and what in shape or form that would have happened, because I am still feeling like I am more stuck in here. But let's crack on. Abraham was a Gentile. Moses never met Abraham. Then David killed Zolshin, funeral priest, which caused Saul to hunt David down. Then later Saul gave kingship to Solomon, which meant Goliath was king. Whew, thank God I read that. Okay, anyways, totally. But let's listen to this idiocracy, because this actually has no way, shape, or form of this. And you know what, Cody? You might as well like the stream and subscribe and come back next time. Tomorrow we're going to be going over AI crazy stuff. But let's try.
And the lake of fire, Cody, the lake of fire was never mentioned in scripture. It was mentioned in 1611 in the first King James version. To do with Dante's Inferno, and there was a Gehenna commander, the mountain of Gehenna, where the Jews sacrificed their children.
Like technically, you weren't supposed to do that. There were times in history of the people that they went after other gods. The only thing that I can think of where any Jew was commanded to sacrifice their kid, like it said, Abraham was actually not a Jew. He was a Gentile, because no one knew God except for him, and the whole Jewish thing didn't exist. It's called the Akedah, where the sacrificing of Isaac was ordered, never carried out, but ordered.
Yeah, but it was done at
There were plenty of times throughout the history, but it was Gehenna is actually a Greek name for Sheol. So you have the Sheol is Hebrew, Gehenna is the Greek version of the word, and then you have a bunch of mythology about that. But hell, as far as we know it in the West, was from Dante's Inferno, because Sheol was basically
that's,
the
we know
grave.
that.
And
but Gehenna is the valley. It's in the valley of Hinnom. I've never been to Israel, so
Gesundheit. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Cody, that's why you're here, is to learn, because a lot of us have read the whole thing and then the theology and stuff behind it, and also have been around the culture for our entire life. And I'm 43. I'm old as crap. So I've been around this for a gazillion and a half years. Like, if you can get on stream, y'all can show you how I know all of this, because you won't believe me just to say it. show us that you have citations and examples first, and then once we go there, then maybe we'll get you into a place where we can test the waters and then eventually get you on stream. We don't let people on stream because we know how that goes. And somebody just got their channel taken down because they got porn bombed. We have not gotten porn bombed exactly yet, but we have had 3 people try in the past. So let's keep cracking on with this next, which is them claiming that.
Think about it. If you were an alien and you landed on our planet, the first thing you would want to do is learn about our cultures and customs. And what better way to do that than to live among us? That's exactly what Buddha did. He lived among us, learned about our ways, and taught us.
What movie is that from? What movie or cartoon is that from? That's awesome.
I feel like it is just an AI generated animation. I think they used a lot of that here.
And Cody, you're still showing complete bobble-headedness. You're not showing any type of skeptical theory at all. You're just going on with the nonsense.
I still feel like you're a bot. I feel like you're a bot because the way that you talk is not proper English. But if you're American, I can understand how you did not go through school or school did not teach you well enough for you to understand how to write properly. No, I am not about that. I'm here to help and prove truth. If you give me your Facebook page, I can prove it.
Can't prove it. That's why we have atheists.
No,
and shows like the atheist experience, because no one can prove that any of these things happened or existed.
No,
or
what
anything.
we do, what you do, Cody, is you give us links here, and you can't put links, huh? I'm not gonna give you permission to put links. Give us phrases and.
What about the Discord? They can easily be kicked out of the Discord if they cause problems.
I know. Do you know what Discord is, Cody? I kind of just don't want. I just kind of don't want.
If you post the links, I'll copy and paste them and put them in chat, so they'll be blue.
But I don't know if I want them on my Discord. Because I feel like they're a Russian bot or something, and I really don't want that link in their hands yet.
They're too busy.
This isn't like the porn bots that used to happen. So anyways,
they're
let's
too
crack
busy
on.
manipulating Donald Trump at the moment.
Well, I know, but let's crack on with this.
Us about his own. He was also known for his miraculous powers. He could levitate, cure the sick, and even walk on water, like Jesus. How could a human being do these things? The only explanation is that he wasn't human.
It was just a story? Why did everybody bow out? Anyways, let's keep cracking on.
How could Jesus walk on water when he had holes in his feet?
Sorry, I was muted.
Well, how could Jesus walk on water when he had holes in his feet? He would have sunk, wouldn't he? I'd just be stupid. I'm sorry.
What's the walking on water before or after his crucifixion?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm just being stupid.
I believe the walking on water was before the crucifixion.
I know. I was just being silly.
That was when he was collecting his followers.
Well, being as silly as the video Slim's showing now. Trying to be as ridiculous as that.
You don't have to try for that.
Cody, just post your links. They won't be blue, but I'll copy and paste them and tell.
Well, I have to make him blue to post links.
Yeah. No, if you post the links, they'll be black and white. No one can click on them.
No, he can't. He can't until I make them blue.
Blocked.
And I'll copy and paste. I'll copy and paste them.
Yeah, but I think they'll get blocked if he posts them.
Until I make him blue, he cannot post them.
Cody could be a girl's name.
I just don't know if I want to. a post of
Maybe if he's here for another stream.
Let me tell you where these links will lead you anyway. They'll just lead you to the more bobble-headed nonsense this person's been spouting. That's all it'll lead you to. It's not evidence. It's not proof. It's just more bullshit.
And then they just
great for
said,
the show.
Yeah, I don't know. How old are you, if you don't mind us asking? Did we already ask that? I don't feel like we did. Let's crack on. Let's crack on. Let's crack
so the
on.
next time you see a statue of Buddha, remember that he was an alien. And he came to our planet to help us learn about our own humanity.
I love how they're just gaslighting us into believing all of this stuff. They're just like, no, there's no other way. There's nothing other than this.
Also,
well, that is religion, right?
Krishna, an important figure in Hinduism, was actually an alien. There are several people.
Well, obviously, duh. I mean, that's what the reason why they don't just give you the Bible and say, like, learn from it. They're saying you have to go to church, multiple times a fucking week, if not at least Sunday, or at least 4 times a year, or blah, 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 right? It's because then somebody can shove that indoctrination down your goddamn motherfucking throat, and then they can make money off of it. That's the whole fucking reason why somebody starts a motherfucking goddamn fucking church, is literally to make money off the stupid from a stupid person. Because most pastors, priests, and heads of churches, especially because there's 1.5 million goddamn motherfucking churches, and look up the number of goddamn motherfucking churches, all of them, most of them, not all, most of them have no kind of formal education, not even from a Christian church. Yes, maybe 10% went to Christian colleges and started one? Maybe. But if you look up a lot of these like head ones, I think Kenneth Copeland went to some kind, but if you look like Greg Locke and some of these other crazy people, what's the pink hair bitch's name? Kat Kerr and things like that. They have no education. They have no education, and even in
DSA,
they don't even have education in the church, some way, shape, or form. They did not graduate a fucking religious college. What they did was they just said the God has been talking to me, and it told me, and somehow somebody gave them a large donation to start up whatever organization they started. And if they're right wing and they said that we love the Trump, then they got more money from the government and organizations that are very right wing that wanted to be pushing that kind of propaganda. So they were given lots and lots of money. Unfortunately, you do not get paid to be a left winger.
We've covered Katka a number of times on the DSA.
Yeah,
she's a pink-haired queen, hair and hair staff. She has this staff. She's the queen of meteorology. Knows fuck all about it, but says she can change the weather. Yeah, hurricanes hit American.
Yeah, and if you got struck by a hurricane, sue her because she did it. Apparently,
she's basically the nonsense we're seeing inside chat at the moment.
And Cody, just spend 10 more seconds to reread what you're going to write, and if you're using voice to a chat, just reread it 3 times before you send it, because I feel like that's what's going on. I feel like you're a real person, but I feel like you're doing voice to chat, and that it's not.
No, they changed it. No, they have put change, not can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Sabbath was Jewish, and Sunday is a Christian part of it. They make their own shit up. We know this.
Yes, and honestly, do you know why, Cody, they made it Sunday here in well, actually, I think in the Europes they did it first, but then also they did it in the Americas. Because was easier for them to make it a day for them to stop plowing or doing certain things on Sunday for some reason, so that all the days bled together, that they could work. I don't know why. Instead of Saturday, they said Sunday. I guess the school system started on Monday, right?
Even though it's irrelevant.
I know, no, I know.
24/7, aren't you? Hospital.
Well, yeah, but
emergency services and other services, all 24/7.
It was
relevant.
It was because the schools started again on Monday. It was very difficult for you to get the kids to have that weird day off. So they moved it to Sundays. So you have the kids working from Monday to Saturday. Then Sunday was the day off for prayer. Then you go back to school. So that's why the gaps changed from Saturdays to Sundays. And then also, once it went from Judaism to Catholicism, Christianity, then they moved it to the Sundays as well. Again, for the work days being so that you worked that many days through and had one day to break instead of it breaking. I don't know why they thought it was weird to break in that way.
Well, Orthodox Jews still follow the Sabbath.
Yeah, it's definitely Saturday. It's still Saturday. Totally.
Yeah.
If you're there in New York, there's the rush on Saturday of in certain areas, them going to temple and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's cluster effed in those areas because there's a gazillion and a half.
Well, it's because
Jews, right?
They can't drive on a Saturday. They can't turn on the lights. They can't do anything. So they all get taxis to the synagogues and things like that. So yeah, it does.
They ride bikes. Yeah, and then again, there's how many temples, and then it's a gazillion and a half people trying to fill them in, right? And so
no, Cody, I can't believe you're 37. You're a grown-ass male. Read another book, dude.
Okay, so actually they moved it to Sundays with, I think, Emperor Theodosius, who wanted to separate Christianity and Judaism as possible that he could. Okay, that totally, I'm down with that. I wish you could have told us that, but that's okay that you're not here. Sure. I thought it changed. But I believe Commander. Go with what Commander says, because I'm the dumbass.
Well, Commander's a Jew.
Yeah. Commander is our wise man. They're our wise elder.
If you get into older cultures, there are different time period representations or measurements of times that we can go into another time when
they're correct about that. They're correct about that.
Exactly.
Like the Bible had like
there was actually more than 50 months before the Bible.
Yeah, and so once again.
But this is the best way the calendar may change even more. We may have like a 23 and a half hour day and then get rid of I don't know, the leap year or, in February and whatnot.
Okay, so hold on. And so once again, just because you have books from ancient times and you've read them does not mean that you understand modern. But yes, understanding what they believed back then and then understanding what we believe now and how there's a difference and the scientific method, that's the whole difference between a lot of things, is understanding how the scientific method works. And we'll get into that a little bit later. So let's just listen to this more. So I want to get through a lot more of this if we can.
pieces of evidence that support this theory. First, Krishna is often depicted with blue skin, which could be an indication that he was not from Earth. Second, he possesses supernatural powers that are beyond the abilities of humans. He can defeat enemies with his mind, fly through the air, and change his appearance at will. Krishna is said to have come from another planet called DEBUNK. This is significant because it's believed that aliens often come from other planets or dimensions. Fourth,
Yeah, that's the whole fucking point of being a fucking alien, you stupid cunt.
That's what an alien is.
Let's just go a tiny bit more. Let's just go a tiny bit more, and then we'll talk about things and stuff and things and stuff for a second. Because again, the idiocracy that happens. We're only 7 minutes into a 1 hour goddamn motherfucking video because of
holy
fucking how insane this shit is.
motherfuck.
I know.
Fourth, Krishna is described as being, quote, not of this world. This could mean that he was an alien who didn't belong on Earth. Fifth, Krishna is said to have had a close relationship with cows. Cows are considered sacred in Hinduism, and they're also seen as a symbol of alien life.
Where is that proven, you weirdo? And like, I'm gonna say citation needed, and they're gonna pretend to give me that, but like, once again, I fucking am gonna say this 50, 69, 20 million times during this. Symbology means a thing.
You're here. I wonder if Cody's here because we're reviewing this video. I'm just because we know it's an AI voice. Just wondering if this is Cody's video because it's just this, it's atomic level nonsense.
Well, it came from a company, and so maybe they are a part of the company that is going on. Do you have anything to do with this video? Even though I feel like they don't have anything. They've never talked about this video at all. They've been on their own little troll tangent this whole time, and they're not actually rebutting what we're talking about in this video. But once again, citation needed, and let's go ahead and have them tell us how they think that there is. Yeah, see, they're not talking about anything we're talking about.
Jason and the Argonauts.
It's believed that aliens often take on the form of animals to interact with humans. There are many other theories about Krishna's true identity, but the evidence suggests that he was an alien. In fact, as far back as we care to go, the gods were aliens. The ancient Egyptians worshipped a pantheon of gods and goddesses who they believed were responsible for the natural world and human affairs. Some of these deities were said to have come from the sky, and it's not hard to see why people might think that the Egyptians.
But why did they give them all the deities roles like saints that we've given? Like
they're dumbasses.
It's all symbols, right? It's all explanations of something we cannot explain. It's not they saw these things. It's not these things happened. Were there anomalies? Did things happen around them that made them account things in ways that now these ancient alien fucking twatwits fucking misrepresent and then say that that's what it is? Yes.
This is either Ibis or Anubis. It's one of the two. We're just seen as gods anyway by the Egyptians. And, well, it's it. It's basically, it's symbology from the Rosetta Stone tells us what they meant. Probably he's going to give his own version, which will be bollocks, but.
Yeah, and they're not going to look at an actual... any of that. They're just going to watch, just listen. And I'm just going to say this. Cody says the Greek gods turned into animals to mate with our women. Exactly. I love the hybrid sex. Bow wow. All right.
Gods were
but why did they turn into
one thing.
Animals
first?
Gods
were often depicted as having animal heads.
Because then Jesus doesn't like that, and God doesn't like animal hybrid sex. Duh, even though it made it. I'm just kidding. Never mind. Of course, that's not a thing.
Which would certainly be bizarre to us. They were also sometimes shown with wings, which could be interpreted as meaning that they could fly.
Where are wings in this? I don't see any wings. I know they're using AI probably to
They
make
said
this stuff.
sometimes, you dumbass.
I know, but I know they're using AI to make this stuff, but it's hilarious when it says stuff and it goes, there's nothing in here that shows any of that other than people are wearing masks of an animal. Duh.
And in many ancient cultures, aliens were thought to be responsible for things like crop circles and other unexplained phenomena.
We already know how those were made.
In fact, the Egyptian gods were aliens who came to Earth in order to help the ancient Egyptians in their time of need. They were able
to do what? And then how did they help them? Because it still became a desert, you twat, and they still had to yeet out of their area. And they're like, it killed everybody. Like they didn't have a good day. Nobody saved them.
High five.
To help the Egyptians with their advanced technology.
What?
Where did the high five come from?
Yeah, this is exactly where the high five came.
And knowledge of the universe. The Egyptians worshipped the gods and built temples in their honor. The gods are also believed to be responsible for giving the Egyptians their writing and hieroglyphics.
But didn't they also say
and hieroglyphics?
It's an alien,
didn't they
right?
also say? I know, I see it right there. Didn't they also say that the emperors and empresses were gods? So they were representations of certain gods. So that's another thing. Yet they were oh god damn it! It's so fucking stupid.
They were all born from the sun god Ra,
or some other thingy mabobber. Like I don't know 100% that, and I'll go with that dog. But I believe it's other thingies of the mabobbers. But anyways, let's crack on with this.
But what about the moon and its relationship to aliens and religion? The fact that lunar gods were aliens is a theory that has been around for centuries. The theory goes that the moon is actually a spacecraft that is piloted by beings from another planet. These beings are said to be responsible for the phases of the moon, as well as the tides and other phenomena on Earth.
You flat earther or something? What the fuck?
The moon is a spaceship, he's saying, that was piloted by aliens.
Yep.
But no, it's totally... Yeah, the only way that the moon works is from these aliens doing blah to whatever the beep. What are we talking? We know, oh, son of a bee sting. That's why I said we have to watch this. That's why I said we have to watch this because it's insane. Like, oh my Jesus Christ, this is so fucking dumb. So let's keep going because I want to hear more. And Cody, just keep posting. You're doing amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. Your nonsense is actually quite funny.
It has been speculated that the moon may be a hollowed out planet or a captured asteroid. It would relate that if the moon was a base for aliens, then
the moon is part from the Earth that got separated from the Earth.
It said a captured asteroid. It's called a motherfucking moon or a fucking satellite, you twat whistle.
Gods we associate with the moon.
I guess it is a moon because it's big enough, right?
Would also be aliens. One of the earliest was the Egyptian god Thoth. There was a great deal of evidence to suggest that the Egyptian god Thoth was an alien. First and foremost, Thoth is often depicted as having an elongated head, which is a common characteristic of aliens in popular culture, and from numerous eyewitnesses.
That's not his head, dumbass. This is literally a headdress that has a sun on top of it. But they are a bird creature. This is... What?
Yeah. Are we still only 11 minutes into this? This is the most amount of bullshit I've ever seen. Comedy bullshit I've ever seen on one video in my life. Well done for finding.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we had to do this. Because God motherfucking beep what the is even going on anymore? Like, this is actually a goddamn motherfucking movie. Like, this is literally a goddamn motherfucking thing. It's insane,
like
bro.
a Coen Brothers movie. It's so funny.
Yeah, no, this is like what Eric Dubay would put out as a movie because it has so much goddamn fucking bullshit in it this quick.
Which is a common characteristic of aliens in popular culture and from numerous eyewitness accounts. Additionally, Thoth is
That's not a thing. That's not that. That's never been a fucking wall thing. That's totally fucking fake. That's fucking not our thing.
said to have knowledge of all things, which is another common trait of aliens. Finally, Thoth is often associated with the moon, and aliens are of course associated with space.
Hang on, the sun was the other side of Earth, yet the moon was lit up here. It's obviously AI. I know.
If you didn't understand what goddamn motherfucking space was, and you thought there were space deities, why would you not call those certain things associated with those names? Right? You totally would. Duh. Obviously. Like Orion's belt and things like that. I mean, why would your mythology not go with, because you want to know when and where you talked about all of this, the fables and the tales and the things that were spoken word before writing things down or before the clergy. Around the campfire. That's when you could point up into the sky.
Yeah, but these were named by these constellations were named by the Greek astronomers, weren't they? So Orion, because you look at these stars, and you can sort of join them together like a dot to dot and make a man, and things like that. It's nothing to do with aliens. It's just how we observed the universe, and we knew what part of the universe was where by giving these constellations and these constellations names, like Orion's belt and the ball and Taurus and things like that.
And that's the thing, Bobber, is it went from being a spoken word tale to being somewhat written down, then written down again and changed a little bit, and then translated from one culture to another, and then we get to it being put into a manuscript or a thing like a Bible. Now you have it, but then it has to be translated now into another language, and then 32 languages later. Anyways.
Yeah, but we still use, even today, we still use them areas of skies, them constellations of stars, even though they're trillions of miles and gazillions of miles apart. They just make this picture of what they are.
Of course.
And they were basically based on true, astronomical people, astronomers actually just studying the sky.
Yeah, luckily for us, we've had enough of historians and libraries not taken over and destroyed and bombed and had all of their stuff looted from, so that we have at least that much information. I wish that there would have been a little bit less war on the earth, so we could have a little bit more information about what was going on in the past, because when these ancient alien twats are like, look at this gearbox thing. How did it become a thing? You want to know why we don't know? Because fucking a lot of people warred with other people, and they took over their they took the technology and either broke it apart, or they took the libraries that had that information in it and they burned it to the ground so that we didn't have the information from that society. And now we don't know why there was this weird, crazy little thing that did something that seems like it told us where the stars were on somebody's wrist or something like that, right? Because we found one of them that was in the ocean. It was 2,000 meters down, right? Anyways, let's crack on. I'm going to keep going. And Cody, yes, I'm going to keep reading your stuff and keep going. Keep going. You're almost there. You're almost there.
Diana, the Roman goddess of the hunt, was also most likely an alien. The main evidence for this claim comes from the fact that she was able to change her shape at will, something that is not possible for humans. Diana was also said to...
Yeah, how many freaking deities and things happen in different cultures say they can do these things, but we have no proof of them, and there's never proof of being able to put this into a scientific lab and having these things actually do what they say, because it would be insane for any being to be able to change from like a human to a dog. Let's just say that. Like, that's insane. There's no way for there to be something that could do something like that.
Be able to fly, another ability that is not possible for humans and common to ancient aliens. Other evidence that Diana was an alien includes the fact that she was...
Where do we have any proof of aliens flying? With, I think they said wings. If they didn't, I don't care. But they didn't say there was like something sputtering, a glowing thing out their butt, like a jetpack. Because if we're talking about ancient times, they would not know how to explain that. But anyways, let's crack on.
Was often seen in the company of animals, which were said to be her loyal servants. This is also a common trait amongst modern alien sightings. Diana was also said...
Citation needed, motherfucker. I've never heard that aliens are just hanging out with... they're like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. They're just hanging out with the animals. Oh, they're just singing to them. And anyways, let's crack on for sure.
Said to be able to communicate with plants and trees. This is another ability.
And then plants and trees. This is what they say. That's what they say.
Citation fucking needed.
Hecate was an ancient Greek moon goddess associated.
You don't think the pagan women, middle-aged pagan women, don't think they can do this? No, they totally think that they can motherfucking talk to fucking trees and or goddamn fucking plants.
Associated with magic, witchcraft, ghosts, and crossroads. She was known as a powerful sorceress and was sometimes depicted as having 3 heads or 3 bodies. There is evidence to suggest that Hecate was an alien goddess. One theory is that she was a member of the Pleiades, a group of 7 stars in the constellation Taurus. The Pleiades were often associated with witchcraft and magic, all traits no human has. Hecate's connection to...
Except for all the people that they claim to be a witch, that people that can do things that seem to be... Go ahead. I'm
just going to say, all through this, he said there is evidence that this, there is evidence of that. Yet he doesn't cite any of it. He just keeps fucking rolling on with this preposterous fucking nonsense. It's like compressed bullshit, isn't it? This is it's high order bullshit.
Is this gaslighting or what is this tactic that he's using? Because
it's just
crazy.
nuclear level
stupidity.
That's all it is.
Pouting stupidity.
It's just water hosing us or something, right?
Well, people believe in this stuff.
Golden showering.
People believe in stuff like that. That's the sad thing. Look at the side chat. We know. We can see this. People believe in this shit.
He is golden showering us totally with this fake bull crap. So let's crack on, because I want to go a little bit longer with this, because this is fucking so much fun. Because it's so goddamn stupid. Because hey, if you gave us evidence or you showed us something or backed up something, once again, I'm down to believe in anything if you show me the right proof in the right way that's testable, provable, that we can go over and look at. How much evidence have we gone over for ghosts, cryptids, all of this
None,
flat Earth,
because
all
there
of
is
the.
none.
No, I know, but how much? How? Okay, you're right. You're right. It's not
Dave's
evident.
in the chat,
How,
so all
hold
hell
on.
Bigfoot. You need to say
Hold on.
that.
Yes, all hail Bigfoot. But anyways, how much
All hail Bigfoot. Yeah.
footage and photos and claims have we gone over, and how much have we read, and how much have we tried to scientifically with the method disprove ourselves? That's what we try to do all the time. What kind
and
of
for the people interested in golden showers, there's a nice link in the side chat to Pip's video.
What kind of photos are you trying to send there, Cody? Let me know.
Photos aren't evidence.
Share them on a Google Drive, and I'll open them and I'll risk my computer.
But again, he can't until I make him blue. Should I make him blue?
No, he can
temporarily
maybe. He can share.
Temporarily,
he can share stuff. He can share. I'll put my my streamer link thingy in the thing. Then he can share stuff with me in a Google Drive, and then shit will go through me.
Okay, Cody, share.
Yeah, if you share something on a Google Drive with me, or a Dropbox or whatever, like.
Yeah, share.
But I prefer Google.
Yeah, so share a link with him on Google Drive or what else? Or email him a link, and he will open it up and he will check it out first, because we have been doing this for way too fucking long, and I am dumb as crap, but I'm smart enough to know to not do certain things with certain ways, because it's already happened. Let's keep cracking on with this.
What about the flying monkeys on the Wizard of Oz?
You want me to fly with your what?
The flying monkeys on the Wizard of Oz.
I don't have that as a theme of our.
No.
Do I? No, I don't.
No, I think he used to.
The moon, ghosts, and
video evidence.
I thought maybe I did. Anyways, let's crack on.
Crossroads also support the idea that she was an otherworldly being. Crossroads were thought to be places where the veil between this world and the next was thin, and Hecate was often invoked at these locations. There are many ancient Greek goddesses, but Phoebe is one of the most intriguing.
So there were places on the earth, even though they're talking about outer space right now, but what they're saying is, so there are certain places on the earth where there were anomalies that were happening, and they were seeing things, especially in the sky. That's why they're talking about the God in the sky, that they attributed to certain gods or goddesses because of certain times of the year, which attributed to fall, the harvest, which was could be associated with death. Then also like the pagan ritual of what we would now call Christmas, and then also you had a New Year.
Saturnalia.
Yeah, well, yes, yeah, there you go, Saturnalia, and then equinox and blah 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 blah. But then also a New Year, and a New Year happens in different times in different places also. And then you have the other version of the longest day, the shortest day. How wide your mom's vagina gets when we get the train running on her, and never mind. I'm just, anyways. So there's all the other holidays that happen, and a lot of them are associated with in the origins and the originals of a Roman or a Greek holiday, and then a lot of some of them turned into some way, shape, or form in the Europes into a pagan holiday, and the pagans had different reasons, just like the other ancient cultures, a reason to celebrate the end of a harvest, the beginning of a harvest, the longest day, the shortest day. When they take all the great mushrooms that are red and white, never mind. And then like all
day that you get fucked up your ass. Oh wait, that's just in my dreams. Sorry.
And and when the grapes ripen enough for to be wine time and things like that. So
So you can get your sister drunk. Oh, never mind.
Like Oktoberfest and things and stuff like that, which are all ancient rituals that have been modernized. And
I don't know how old Oktoberfest is. That's interesting. Good question.
Well, I want to see where he goes with this because Phoebe.
Yes, well, let's keep going.
Titan goddess of brightness. So
yeah, definitely. Let's keep going. But what I want to say is, it's because the beer or some type of beer. Anyways, let's keep going. There's
Oktoberfest was first done in 1810.
Okay, so
in Munich.
I just said that it's some, but anyways, and does it say why?
A silly knowledge thingy that I.
Why did it happen? Why did it happen?
In honor of Prince Ludwig's marriage. So.
Well, thank you, Ludwig's marriage, because otherwise we wouldn't have that celebration.
Well, no, you got to thank the Catholic monks. They used to watch animals and study animals, and they found that bees got drunk very easy. So they used their honey and fermented it and made mead, and that was the first alcohol ever. Believe it or not. So thank you, Catholics.
And then they realized after they had sex with the fruit, because they couldn't have sex with anything else, when they left it down there, that the wasps started eating it, and they're like, hey, what if we take this and we put it? Never mind. I don't know if that's true. Allegedly. I didn't see that when I went through my time travel processes at all. I swear to God. Anyways, let's crack on.
Freaking. She was said to be a beautiful woman with long flowing hair. She was also said to have the ability to see the future.
No.
But there are some who believe that Phoebe was not a goddess at all, but an alien.
No.
The
She's a
piece
Greek
of evidence
goddess
that
of
Phoebe-
brightness. Simple as that. I thought she was. Mr. AI,
If
man.
you ask, if you go into, I'm speculating, and I'm just setting up a fake scenario. I'm not saying this is what happened. If you have a person, if you have a community, and you go to them and they're very poor, again, I am speculating or not. I'm not speculating. Sorry. I'm just setting up a scenario. Even if you're rich, because I have even seen rich people do this, and you ask them to take your fortune, or they've kind of given you like an idea that they like know about doing something, and you're like, hey, tell me your fortune, or tell my fortune, or here, like you said you can do what? Okay, well, here. And then you tell it, and if you want to make more money off of somebody, you usually tell them a negative, and you say you have to go and do something and give me more money later to absolve your thing, kind of like what the church does for repentance. You can buy your way into heaven, right?
Meat was not the first alcoholic drink. First alcoholic drink was somewhere between 7,000 and 6,600 BCE in China.
The first
fermented drink of rice, honey, and how
is that in Egypt? Wait, did you tell me where it's from?
China. From
Egypt? Is that Egypt or Middle East?
No, China.
China. Sorry, yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry to hear that.
Okay.
On you being home. I don't know. Do you spout this woo in real life? Maybe this.
But it is
people
but
avoid
it
you for that reason.
include honey, so for the fermentation, but also fruit. You seem like a bit of weirdo.
As long as it did not come from vagina wine. Anyways, let's talk about that later.
Vagina wine?
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry to hear that, but hopefully we can help you through your path to the future, to helping you. I don't know how else to help you other than us showing you this.
No, Slim. You know how we're gonna help them? We're gonna pray for them.
What?
We're gonna pray for them. Sorry, I'm evil. I know.
My thoughts are perhaps going to a library and read something other than religious texts and nonsense. Maybe read
some science books.
Yeah, any science, but it's science for 5-year-olds. You may start to get it then.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know right now. I'm a little off my tilt. Let's put it that way. My hilter.
I think we all are, mate.
So, I don't know. And at one point in time, we can do a whole, how alcohol got brought into society, and who and when, and different recipes for things and stuff and things. And yes, exactly, totally.
And also quickly, Cod, if you do decide to go in a library, especially this time of year, the warm, you can sit and read. You don't have to join. You can get out the out the cold and read the science book. But do that before January because all your libraries are going to fucking disappear.
Yeah, there's gonna be no science books left in there.
That shit down.
Yeah,
we don't believe you're trying to hide anything, and we're trying to give you information. That's why we're here doing this, because we've been doing this for. I'm 43 years old. I've been doing this.
First grape wine. The first grape wine was found in like 6000 BC in Iran.
So, was Pip the first one to make it?
Yeah,
he did
it. No, Pip did that one later. That was 5000 BC in Greece. We all know she spent time in Greece when she was younger.
Yeah, that many years ago. That's why I said she was the first one to make it. I pulled it back right to Pip. All right, anyways, let's crack on. Yeah, well, that's the thing is
mead was invented in 7000 BC.
Okay, but let's crack on.
Probably not by monks, but I just thought it was monks.
But let's crack on.
It was in China.
Yeah, and well, hold on, and then thank you, D. They had cactus and tree alcohol a long time ago as well. So one of these days we will go over a whole special of alcohol special, and we will see when and where we can figure out how old certain processes of certain types of fermented spirits were made.
Well, spirit, yeah. Spirits are got to be heated. You got to make a fermented mash, and then you pour it into a vat, and you heat it, and then you need to cool it down, and you need to get rid of the methanol, and the first one, there's some other null thing, till you get the ethanol. The first lot is like nail polish remover or oven cleaner. It's used for that. But the ethanol is what you want. I think they call it the hearts, heads, and the tails when they're making moonshine. Nice.
And then you want to, and then that's why most spirits are put into like a barreling to get them to age, where they suck out whatever the charring from the barrel to give them
Yeah,
the flavoring after a
yeah.
while.
You need to condense the steam and turn it back into a liquid. But
Yeah.
different-
I've watched someone like.
Once again,
I
hold
think
on.
it's a very interesting process. I've watched
Yeah.
some of that shit on
Yeah.
on YouTube Tubes. That's
Once
pretty
again, hold on. Let's go ahead and I want to go over this right quick for just a millisecond and then keep blowing on. So I want to do this for just a little while longer. We'll see how. Yeah, I know. So let's crack on. But I want to this. Okay.
I've not been sleeping at all. I've not been sleeping.
I know. But I want to do this, Cody. I hope that you have a therapist that you can go to and you can talk to about stuff because
yeah, it seems like you need that.
Definitely.
When I was younger, I thought I was a demon in a human skin, and I thought I was a martyr, and I thought all of the crazy stuff. If you are taking drugs, please stop taking them and go and get help to get off of them. If you are not, please go see a therapist. Go find a place so that you can hold on, so that you can go get help, because there are not things talking to you. This is not happening.
And Cody, trust me, talking to a therapist is fucking awesome. That is really like the first few times it's gonna be weird as fuck, but when you get to know them a bit and they get to know you, it's gonna be awesome.
And also, we're not going to knock what you believe in at all. But if you actually believe in what you've been saying and you spout that out to others, then I can understand why you probably have trouble, meeting people and making friends and things like that. You do.
Keeping a job.
You need because you are on the extreme level of wooism, as far as I'm concerned. Your thoughts and things are very extreme. They seem LSD in the pants or whatever.
No, they're extra weird, but I've not seen it forming into any or bad things.
Hold on.
After that, then brainless.
Hold on. This is just they're trolling. Let's crack on. I'm gonna show this right quick. I'm not gonna read that out loud, D. I'm so sorry because I can't. My words are totally gonna stumble over this.
I'll read it. Occultism. Rosicrucian teachings combine occultism with other religious beliefs and practices such as Hermetism. Fuck you, D. Jewish mysticism and Christian Gnosticism.
Okay, thank you. But let's crack on.
Okay.
I feel like you're a troll for sure, Cody, at this point, or you are a bot.
No one's gonna trust you.
Okay. Anyways, let's crack on.
Is her name.
If you need help and you need to go see a therapist and get on drugs. If you're on drugs, you need to get off those drugs and wait like a month or two. I used to be hooked on hardcore drugs as well, and I thought a bunch of weird, crazy shit as well, and that I was in the middle of the universe and I was the most blah blah blah. Then got off drugs and I realized that I needed to do things for myself, and it was not a spiritual battle that was happening in or around me. There is this existence, and you need to pay attention to this one and live on this existence and not think about the other battles that are happening above and below us and or inside your head or outside. And if you can't get past that, you need to go take drugs by a therapist, not street drugs. Because I used to do that with my mental disorders, was taking street drugs. And I know I still take marijuana and alcohol, but I have control over it where I can still have a career and I can do these things, like have these streams and try to
He's
help.
functional.
Yes.
Barely, but functional.
And if you think you don't need therapy, then fair enough. It's your life. You know, we're not
well,
to do
yeah, but
like,
you know,
I'll even admit
it might help you get a job and like yeah.
You believe you need medical intervention.
I also need therapy, most likely. No, I have not simply given up. I also need therapy. I just am still able to keep going. Like in the next month or two, I'll be on tour again. I have 10 world records. No, I was putting on. Wait, hold on. Give me 5 more milliseconds. Then we'll go over this. I had a club in Tijuana, Mexico, when I was 19 years old. I had toured with 2 bands. I have 21 albums that I produced. I have modified my body from head to toe. I have LEDs, microchips, all these implants. I am going still.
Magnets.
I am not done doing this journey yet.
And Cody, the reason why we manage to stay up and running without therapy is each other.
Yeah. And it's not that we're not strong enough for the fight. It's just that we're just done with your nonsense. You know, a 37-year-old who can't post a link or can't post a pic is, you know, it's insane the way you can't do that. What phone have you got?
I haven't given him the opportunity to do that.
No. We give him then the ability to share something with me. Just mail it to me or share it on a Google Drive or whatever.
I don't know what a photo is going to do.
No. But to them, to Cody, the photo is probably, you know, it's evidence, it's proof. You know, it's probably a picture of like, you know, the dome exists or something to the flat earthers because of refraction or whatever.
You want to blow their mind right now?
I want to blow someone. Never mind.
We can get back
can I
to
say,
this.
After this video, I will probably need therapy of some sort.
Exact simile. So let's go ahead and do this, and we'll get back to it. They asked, "In what? What are my?"
Oh, your shit. Oh yeah, you made some weird shit. Really
they said, "What are my world records?"
Disclaimer. Here we go. You're welcome, everybody.
My favoriteest thingy-mabobber is because we don't get. Well, this will be the fastest one, and then I'll put it fast. Here we blow. Okay, we don't need to play the music.
Why not? Oh yeah, you.
He put the Gmail. He put the Gmail. In the side chat.
Gmail
earlier.
Gmail. TikTok, motherfucker. Stupid dumbass.
I know, they're not going to watch. Again, they're not watching what's going on. But this is proof once again.
Like you're a weirdo.
You're not fucking human.
Yes, exactly, Timely. And that, yeah.
Lamp Dragon.
I have 10 world records because there's at least, partially 2 of them, if not 3, during this video.
You got one of those
So,
extreme
sharing-
stapling videos? You exactly know which one I mean.
Yes, and let's just go with going back to, I don't know why I did that. Go back to what we were watching before.
Yeah.
Conspiracy
This is
Under
all-
the Dark World. Just give me a second. We'll get it
Foot
back
Lamp
to it.
Dragon's Flood is all about dragons, and I don't mean to burst your bubble there, Cody, but dragons don't exist. They never have fucking existed.
Well, except our pet dragon.
Well, yeah. Tanker, that's a different thing.
Tanker's pet dragon. That's the only one.
Okay.
Phoebe was not a goddess at all,
Oh,
but an alien.
Pipit.
The first piece of evidence that Phoebe was an alien is her name. Phoebe is not a Greek name. In fact, it's not even a human name. It's the name of a moon of Saturn.
Oh, this is fun. I love when people do this. This is fun when trolls come in here. Say that.
No.
Go ahead while I get another beer.
Yeah. No.
Phoebe is the daughter of Ge, which is a moon of Saturn, and Uranus. Which
yeah, but they were named after gods, wasn't it?
Huh?
Like that was named after shit. It's not like, oh, there's the moon, and that is its name, because that's what it told us it was its name. No, we gave him that name.
Yeah.
And Cody, why someone would want to do that to their body is to make fucking money.
Yeah.
He's making good money out of that shit. You dumbass.
Yes. So the reason I do it is because this is a part of the.
Why would you want to live in the cold and not earn any money? You know.
Well, the reason we do it, because there's a handful of us, is to propagate the world oddities experience that happened around the world. Mainly, I'm a part of the Americana version of the traveling sideshow, carnival, and circus. So I swallow swords, and I do all of the working man sideshow acts. I have modified my body from head to toe for your entertainment. And I get paid a lot of money to go around the world and the Americas and show this off. And I will be tattooing again. That's not me in the video. That's great. That's hilarious.
What?
If you missed where the Gmail was up in the comments,
I posted it again. So.
Oh, here it is. There it is again. And that's totally me in the.
That is him in the
Slim, you got a knife near you? Got a knife near you?
I'm not going to use the one that's. But no, let's.
Because you want to use it for eating.
Listen, why do you have to prove anything to Cody? Look what they.
I just also fucking love him shocking. Like the stuff up his nose is like something that actually it gets me.
Okay, and I'm gonna put this at normal speed. Here you go. I love when people want me to prove this, because this is what we do. I have a gazillion photos and videos. Look at my face, and here we blow.
Wait, dude got the same tattoos as you.
I am a time traveler from the year 4020. I stole a time machine from the government. And I have traveled from the beginning of time to the end of time. And that's where I have picked up all of the instruments that I use during my show. I put my hands in animal traps. I hang weights for my piercings. I swallow a large sword. I love meeting all the people, being in front of crowds, and being able to travel. I have been doing this for about 15 years, performing sideshow on stage. How many shows I do a year? Almost one a weekend. So almost every weekend I have a show that I do. It's a little freaky for people, especially when we do events all ages. So doing all ages shows freaks some of the kids out, but most people are very receptive. The thing that would entice people to come see my show is if you've never seen a sword swallower before, you get to see one. And also at the end of my show, I let people staple money directly to my body. So if you want to be interactive and participate, you can do that as well. And if that doesn't sound like my punk ass right now, then I don't know what convinces you that. And yes, if you want to see people's deconversion stories, please go to 604 Atheist and let them know. But also go to his and then go look at my deconversion story where I talk about getting beeped in Christian school, elementary school, and then go and show some love to 604 Atheists and Neil and show them some love, and then let's crack on. I'm going to go back to what we were watching before, just a little bit more. We'll just go a little bit further. I know. It's been just a little bitch. It's been a long night. Hey, but anyways, yes, I have been doing this for a long time.
Long time no see.
Who?
But
hey, Master, what's up? High five.
How you doing?
All right, let's see if it goes back to where we were.
As long as you're nice and friendly, not a racist cunt or whatever, we'll be nice to you and we'll tolerate you. That's basically what we do here.
And Pastor, you almost you are almost blue. You almost earned yourself being blue. Looks painful as hell. I don't understand why you would do that. But now that I not here to hate, so no. Okay, cool. The reason I do it is because if I work on a construction site 8 to 12 hours a day, I hurt myself way more than actually doing these things. And then I get to travel the country, the world, doing these things in front of audiences. So I'm a performer. I began doing performance. And I've been performing in front of audiences professionally at corporate events at 12 years old. So
he's an attention whore.
Well, that's why we're doing this right now.
He just channels it in the right way.
Exactly. So I just love stage performing, and we're here to share knowledge. I used to do 6-minute news packets for Fox News, NBC, and CBS. So this is the free way that I do it because once again, because you can become a member. I get paid by YouTube. So thank you, everybody. Anybody, and you can do a super chat as well to participate in helping me pay for my lifestyle. But anyways, let's crack on.
Why would an ancient Greek goddess have the name of a moon? It's possible that Phoebe was named after the moon
because they have to name things eventually, and they run out of names. So they're like, wait, what's the next Greek goddess name? Oh, Phoebe. Okay, let's go with that one.
From there. The second piece of evidence is her ability to see the future.
Yeah, that's bollocks.
Dun dun dun. Oh, okay. We're totally speeding this up again. Fuck, I forgot. That's why I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna fall asleep.
This is a power that is not typically associated with Greek goddesses. but it is a power that is often associated with aliens. So
when did they say that? Citation needed once again.
it's possible that Phoebe's ability to see the future was actually a result of her being an alien.
Aliens can't see the future either.
The third piece of evidence is her
If they were in control of the time and in the future, why did they goddamn wait so long to pretend that they were here for so long and all of a sudden disappear and never come back?
Well, this is
association with the stars.
They must have known that Trump
are typically
would win the 2024 election, so they fucked off early. Thousands of years ago, they thought, fuck this, that orange gun's going to be in there. We want to be off this planet on our way home.
I hated doing roofing, especially hot tar in San Diego. It's 110 degrees out. Jesus, doing roofing is not fun. I'm sorry that you do that. Running Cat5 cables and phone cables in the ceilings inside of houses in California was fucking insane. I think I fried my brain a couple too many times. Anyways, we'll talk about that later. So let's crack on.
Associated with the sun and the moon, but Phoebe was said to be associated with the stars. This is another indicator that she may have been an alien and come from the stars.
I think that they were saying that, like, they talked when they tried to talk to her, she was so spacey that her head was in the stars. It didn't translate right. Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Of course, there is a popular concept of the one God we have today. In order to prove that God was an alien, we would need to have a clear definition of what God is.
Oh my God, I'm so scared to hear that. Oh my God, I'm so scared to hear what they're gonna say. I don't remember what they say right now because I skipped around a bunch. Oh my God, I'm a little scared, but here we go.
For the sake of this argument, let's say that God is an all-powerful, all-knowing being who created the universe.
Right.
So then why did something not come down here and fix it all?
Well, yeah, he's just saying, let's
if it's an alien, of course. Yeah, sure, of course. I'm sure it keeps you in shape. Just make sure that you're like tethered in so you don't roll off the roof. Because back in my day, we didn't have the safety lines to not roll off of goddamn fucking roof when we were fucking working them. That's
you
how
probably
old I
fall
am.
down like a fucking feather, you skinny bastard. You probably go whoosh, like a cartoon.
Well, normally you barrel rolled off of it and landed in somebody's yard, and hopefully you didn't hit concrete. And if you didn't hit concrete, then you were golden. But anyways,
what he's going to?
Hey, hold on. Dog, read this.
Oh wow. Well, yeah. That's why I have a capital G at the end of my name. The dog.
Say it. Yeah. Say it and explain. And just, I mean, Jesus Christ. Dude,
well,
seriously.
I'm basically the backwards version of God. That's how I don't say I'm God. I'm the opposite of God. I'm dog.
Yes, and that's the joke. That's the joke with his name, exactly. Cody. And I hope that you just got that, and that's what you're having fun with, because Jeebus Christ. There you go.
What this guy is just about to explain is what all the Christians explain. Oh, God is the all being powerful and all knowing and all this bollocks that they've never ever been able to prove and never ever will, of course. But this is all he's going to explain.
If they were, why did they needed? Go ahead. Why are you me?
Because I haven't changed it yet.
Yes.
And there they are as well.
What versus those?
I've got the feeling my computer is a bit slow at the moment, so turning off the
have you got one of their
camera.
Proofs? Has Cody sent you one of their proofs?
No.
Okay,
No.
can I
Hey,
go on?
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, here we go. Here we blow. Anyways. Okay.
There are a few pieces of evidence that could be used to support the claim that God was an alien. First, if God is all-powerful and all-knowing, it's unlikely that he's human.
Then he can also not
the
be an
Bible
alien.
contains numerous references to God coming down from the sky or appearing in a burning bush. These could be interpreted as God literally coming from another world.
Have you ever taken hallucinogens and went to the middle of the desert? Yeah. And I don't know if you've taken hallucinogens in the middle of the desert by yourself.
I would say Colty's on a LSD sort of high. Yeah, it's what you do in your homeless, don't you? You take wherever and drink wherever just to feel alive, I guess. That's what it seems like to me. They may be totally sober and insane, but that's that's...
Have you ever been in the middle of the desert and on hallucinogens and made a bonfire out of the brush and all of the things that you can find around that area?
Of course not.
I have something where I feel like I'm close enough to this. Because when you're in like Death Valley or close to it, there is nothing but these there's no trees, right? So it's just these bushes that have these crazy like hollow tubes that when they're not dead, they try to hold the water in, right? So when you take these, it's just like taking the rolling, keep those doggies rolling, those balls of brush or whatever it's called. Can't think of it off the top of my head. It doesn't matter. When you put those on a fire, they do a lot of weird things. They hiss, they crackle,
they hiss, they piss. Oh.
They sound like things screaming if you were on drugs, if you were drunk, if you were stoned. They sound like things are talking to you if you are trying to be in that mindset, right? So say you're on a spiritual journey and you're not in the middle of the whatever, right? And the only thing you can make your
you're not providing
that's a good but
nonsense.
But yeah, exactly, similarly. So say you're out in the middle of butt fucking nowhere and you need to make a fucking fire, and you gather this, or you go to a bush, or you find this one big bush, and you like push bushes together. Once again, you're in the desert. So when you are lighting a fire, all of that, any type of water inside of any of that, once it gets heated up, it's going to expel. It's going to pop almost like a
spark
piece of popcorn, right? That's why popcorn.
Oh fuck! I want popcorn. You cunt.
I know. I'm sorry, but do you understand what I'm saying? Because that's what happens when you throw that into a bonfire or into a fire. So if you are, let's say, on natural hallucinogens, or you have been up for multiple days, your sugar intake is bad, and you have diabetes some way, shape, or form, all kinds of medical conditions can cause you to, when you light certain things on fire, for you to think something is talking to you. Trust me, it's happened a gazillion and a half times. But I knew I was on things, and I knew I had deprived myself of certain things. Like, I didn't sleep for like 4 days straight with no drugs. And on the 4th day, when I went to go meet my mom at a Mother's Day rave that I had her show up to, I was on a goddamn motherfucking sick one.
A
And I think
Mother's
I
Day
wasn't-
rave? What the?
Yeah. But anyways, well, I mean, it was at a park and it was for all ages. So it was just they had techno music playing, and then all these things where the kids could come and they could like draw in you know sketchbooks or whatever and do little activities and things like that. And I had my mom come because it was at Balboa Park in the middle of San Diego.
Ooh, you had your mom come.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I know I had her join us because she had never really seen exactly what we do. And since I had not done drugs, I had just not slept. And I don't remember the other thing that I was doing. There was something else that I was doing that I don't remember. I don't remember. But like everything was fucking trippy as hell. But let's crack on with this.
Well, you haven't been on it for a month, meth for a month, Colty. Fair play, but the drugs have fucked up your mind. Really, you need help. You do.
Yeah.
You have a unique perspective than everyone else.
So
why people avoid you.
So the thing about that, Cody, is it takes years for that to get out of your body. So if you had ever gone to a therapist and they had given you anything for any kind of
psychosis,
yes, or mental disorders, brain, some things for your thinking, you need to stop that immediately because those things are not going to help you right now. You need to have a therapist get you on a regimen of a certain amount of antipsychotics, and you need to have that happen forever, unfortunately. Do not stop every 2 to 3 months because you feel like you are cured. That's the problem. I have a friend who unalived himself because we could not keep him on his medication. Luckily for me, I do not have to stay. But no, you need to find somebody to help you with this. And don't do street things. Find an actual professional to help you through whatever you're going through, because you're talking to people who've gone through this. And a lot of us in the side chat, same thing.
We are trying to help you, Cozy. But you know, you have to. It's down to you. You need to take that step and
don't do that with your pharmaceutical stuff. If a doctor has given you a regimen of pharmaceuticals to take, keep on them constantly, because it takes multiple weeks for them to kick back in, and it takes multiple weeks for them to wean away. So even if you take them and you feel like you're okay, once you stop, then now you need to go and wait 2 weeks to make you feel. It is a vicious cycle. You need to keep taking the recommended dosage of what the pharmacist and your physician is telling you, and keep on that. I'm glad you had fun with some of those other things, but unfortunately, at this point in time, you need to listen to what they say. I have ADHD too, and a handful of other things. So please go and get help. Let's crack on. Just a little bit longer, just a tiny bit.
In fact, our modern concept of God comes from the Hebrew Yahweh. Yahweh was most likely an alien, and there are many proofs to support this claim. First and foremost, the Bible tells us that Yahweh was not born on earth, but was instead brought down from heaven.
Again, many proofs, lots of evidence. He doesn't cite anything.
What would how would you as okay? So the best of our knowledge, we have a proof that says.
Well, you don't have to listen to us, Cozy. You don't have to listen to us. Go away. You don't like us. We're trying to help you. But if you don't want the help, then fuck you. See you later. We don't care. Why should we?
Yeah, kind of true.
Look at what I am. I have gotten arrested for selling LSD, for DUIs, for shoplifting, for a handful of other things. And I see from being in jail and being around other things, the traits that you're exhibiting that you may need to go see a counselor again and stop using street drugs, because that may be not helping your situation because of the way that you're speaking to us, which we've been doing this once again for a long time. And you are not one of the first person who has come to us and said these certain things. But anyways,
if you're not willing to apply yourself or listen to us that we're trying to help you, then fuck you. Why should we help someone who doesn't want it?
This is all just in the name of helping you, and that's why we do these things. But that's okay. Let's keep cracking on. And yeah, I know, of course.
You're being quite transparent. We know you're homeless. Homeless a lot.
I did not, and I did not say that you are one per se, because again, listen. I have been homeless multiple times. I'm a traveling carny. I do not have a permanent home right now either. Luckily, I have an indoor space to be in. Let's put it this way, okay? I have been clean off of meth for a gazillion years. I used to sell. I was involved in all kinds of mafias. There's a bunch of stuff, bro. And I knew. Again, you're talking to people who have been there, done that, especially with me. That's why I already knew without even you telling me certain things. But let's crack on more and keep going. But you probably do need help, and reach out to people. That's all I got to say, because that will get you off the street. And nobody is saying that you're bad or that you're a horrible person. You just need help into being counseled, into getting help, into getting into a halfway house, a shelter, or nobody is saying that you're a bot. We know you're human probably at this point, but go ahead. Let's keep cracking on. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
Just a little
bit. This is significant because it means that Yahweh was not subject to the laws of nature that govern earthly beings. Yahweh was also not bound by the limitations of the human body and was able to perform miracles that would be impossible for a human. Another proof that Yahweh was an alien is the fact that he is described as being.
Well,
how is that
when
a
did
proof?
Yahweh come to Earth? What? Wait, but when did Yahweh come to Earth? What are we talking about? I didn't think Yahweh actually came to Earth other than Jeebus, but we're not talking about Jeebus right now, right? So what in the beep are we talking about? Right? Yahweh is the G, the God. What?
Sorry, I was going to say, I honestly don't think this guy understands the word proof and evidence, which he keeps saying. There's plenty of evidence and another proof that Yahweh is this, an alien, because of, I don't know, whatever he's going to say now. I don't think he fully understands what the words mean.
So one of the things is this is completely like what Eric Douche Bay does.
Oh yeah.
When he just throws a shit ton of sentences, phrases at you, right? And then you're just like, huh? Okay, well, I guess it makes it so you're like, okay, I guess it must be true. But then, like, if you actually like say we stop it like right now and we were to look up exactly what they're saying, you're like, what in the beep? So yeah, we've been there and done that too, bro. I understand, but again,
that's the way you are.
That still, like, you need to go and get some help in different places. If you are living on the street, you need to go and find hopefully the resources in the place that you are. I don't know what state you're in, but if you need a link on how to get a place to sleep at night and or a place to get help, let us know, and maybe right before this we will find somebody who will share something, or come back on the next time and we'll have some information to give you to help you out the best we can. Because once again, we're here to help people and not be anti or against. But let's go on. Okay, I think we're just gonna end it right here because I feel like Brainless has already passed the beep out. And
No.
Should we go on? Okay, let's go on.
I was saying I didn't pass out.
Okay,
but I was just checking threads.
Okay, well, let's go a little bit more then.
Okay.
Like a man. This is significant because it means that Yahweh was not a human being, but was something else entirely.
Yes, supposed to be a god.
Was a god.
So a god. He's a god. He's a god. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Finally, the fact that Yahweh is described as being invisible is another strong piece of evidence that he was not human. This is because humans are not invisible, and the only way that Yahweh could be described as such is if he was not of this world, and indeed had.
And like, if you like smack somebody in the fucking head with a hammer, sometimes they'll see invisible people too and talk to them. So are they God? Never mind.
Powers to evade our sight. In essence, the gods and goddesses of the past all have the powers of what we today call aliens. They watch us from the moon, and they were the originators of religion. Even ancient man believed this to be the case.
Okay, so symbology again. Never mind.
There is compelling evidence that ancient man believed aliens lived on the moon or came down from the skies. This belief is reflected in ancient art, mythology.
Wait, which is it? Is it the moon or the skies?
And even religious texts. The first evidence comes from ancient art. Depictions of flying saucers and other strange objects in the sky are found in cave paintings all over the world. This suggests that ancient man was aware of something strange in the sky.
Doesn't the what's his name in North Korea, I think, didn't he say that he was like farted out of a dragon's like butthole to be born or something like that during what?
Kim Jong-un?
Sure, whatever his name is. I don't give a flying
Kim
F.
Jong-un.
Yeah, yeah. So they're saying now they're in Ohio.
Wasn't
Thank
Kim
you.
Jong-un the first man to walk on the sun?
And that's all we're doing too. That's why we're glad you're here, and we're just trying to. But anyways, let's crack on. Let's crack on.
Sky, and that they believed these objects were operated by aliens.
Dun, dun,
Mythology is another
dun.
source of evidence. Many ancient cultures have stories of gods or other beings coming down from the sky in strange vessels.
Do you know what meteor showers are? Okay, so before you have artificial lighting, which has only happened in the last 80 years, maybe 100 years, right? We haven't had very much artificial lighting, even if we're talking about just like torches and or lighting that has been by let's say by lamp. That's not like really artificial lighting. Let's just say artificial lighting started since we have had electricity. When did they start electricity, and when did it really, really start being prevalent that it was being used for lighting stuff? Can we just say like maybe let's just say early 1900s. Fuck it. Let's just pretend that. I want to say it's fucking a little bit later than that, and I know. Well, no, because like in the 1800s, what it was gas lighting lamp. You know, it was gas.
Yeah, it's like that.
Light, right?
Like that Nostradamus fella, isn't it? He just fucking spouted a load of BS, and people saw into it. Oh, look, this could be that. What Nostradamus said that 1,000 years ago. Oh, he must have been right. He was a fortune teller. He could tell the future. No, it was all nonsense. Of course it is.
If you look at how trends and patterns happen throughout history of catastrophes, we have the 100-year flood, the 100-year earthquake, the 50-year fire, forest fire, the block, you know. So eventually these things will happen throughout the earth. A volcano will erupt. Like right now we have in Poland, I think, the volcano's erupting. Is that what's going on? Is it there? Anyways, it's somewhere. There is
It's
a
fissure.
volcano.
Poland, yeah.
Yeah, so there is a volcano erupting somewhere. Oh my god. If you eventually say something enough times, something becomes out of somebody's arse. Just like the blind yada yada lady or whatever the fuck her name is. She
check
has
anybody with support for that nonsense.
Yaba lady or whatever. She has said a gazillion and a half things as well. And she says things in another language. So that's the other thing. Just like with the Bible and other scriptures and other things, it matters on how you translate it. You can either translate it to fit your narrative, or you can actually translate it properly. Or, again, it's vague because this word may be something that is not in another language executively, right?
Mm-hmm.
It means more of like this object, this size of a thing, or, you know, another version of something that you don't have in another culture. You don't have in another land. You don't have 200 years from now, right? So now the word is lost. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't mean this size of this anymore, right? It means this side. Sorry. I'm so sorry. That I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like everything changes with different versions of it and translations and all those things. So, anyways, let's crack on just a tiny bit more.
This suggests that ancient man believed that aliens were visiting them from other worlds.
No, they said gods. They didn't think aliens. They think it was gods.
Finally, there are religious texts that mention aliens. The Bible, for example, describes angels as beings that come down from heaven in flaming chariots. This is clearly a reference to aliens, and it shows that ancient man believed that aliens were real.
If they thought that these round objects and or like almond shaped objects were flying around, they would not have called them a chariot, and they would have not put them in the objects that they said.
Well, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt here, and because what he's sort of referencing is the mythology of the biblical beings and the other beings from other races and things like that. That he is just perceiving them as aliens and not the gods that they said that they were. He just sees them as not of this earth, so they're alien. So yeah, I'm guessing he doesn't believe in a god then.
No, but what they most likely saw once again was a comet, asteroid, a handful of other thingy-mabobbers that were sky anomalies that happen, which are a gazillion and a half things. Like even right now, the American government has said, we saw a bunch of fucking weird, crazy shit in the sky, but we can't tell you that it like actually is alien or that there was. They said it's a non-human. It's weird shit. One or two of them, I guess, said maybe there was like weird bodies or something that they were told that there was a thing, but they said, no, it's just a sky anomalies that we have no idea what is happening 100%. But when you have like all of these implements that are going around in certain types of weather systems, you may be causing. You may be causing.
We can't explain. Absolutely.
Well, and like maybe because they are going through certain weather systems in a certain way, causing an anomaly themselves, right? What if they're causing ball lightning to happen around them because the technology we're using is causing there to being a negative electron field next to a positive one while they're going through a weather system, and now they're seeing this weird thing that is hovering around them until they get out of that system, and then it disappears. That's how those things would work. So how do we know that that wouldn't happen? And just because they can't explain it yet, because they don't know, because like, how would they have looked into that 100% yet, right? We're barely learning this dumbass shit.
Yeah.
So how would we know 100%? So once again, that's why there's UFO, sorry, it's like AFOs or whatever they're called. Yeah.
What's the Fs? WTF.
Yeah, so once again, it's just what if and how and then. But let's listen to this dumbass say one more thing.
He's projecting it the same as like flat earthers would say, oh, NASA's hiding God and things like that.
Yeah, no, they're just he's throwing shit out there.
Yeah, he is gaslighting in a way, but
it's more like water hosing. Because what he's doing, he is just throwing out so much shit. So before your brain can think about how dumb this shite is, he hits you with the next dumbass shit.
In conclusion, there is strong evidence that ancient man believed in aliens.
They did not believe in aliens. They believed in gods and goddesses.
They didn't even know that there was any.
Yeah, they didn't know that there was
God.
What we know now. Of course, he wouldn't.
The king was described in the very earliest written documents that we have as, quote, the tenant farmer of the god. All the great religions originate in the same historical tales of great lights that descended to earth, taught the humans, brought them out of the dark ages, bred them and established rulers and priests.
That is not true. There's a lot of ancient cultures that talked about that coming from the oceans, the waters, and other terrestrial places. So fuck you for gaslighting that bullshit, you twat with last little cunt little bitch. Because literally, that's not how everybody, all of the ancient cultures think. You just made us think that.
But don't forget, it was only like 400 years ago that, you know, Galileo, was it 1630 something, 33?
Yeah.
Was locked up because he said, you know, about the universe, you know, the sun doesn't revolve, we revolve around the sun and things like that. And he was locked up, and that wasn't that long ago. I said it was only a few hundred years ago. Let me Google that.
Yeah, it wasn't until what's that band called came out with Around the World came out that we knew that the Earth was a globe. Never mind.
1633, and he remained incarcerated until he died in 1642.
Yeah, because he fucking spoke out.
religion.
Anyways, Exactly, Commander. They believed in a lot of crazy stuff. But that's why we're going over this and making fun of it and having fun with how stupid this is because
we are even stupider.
Mind control and even force. Humans were treated like sheep and told to believe and behave. We had to worship the lights in the sky. We had to bow to their representatives on earth, and we had to pay the priest for the privilege of doing so. Land was taken from us, and we were told to live upon it. To pay, we had to work every waking moment. Then, we had to pay taxes to the relatives of the rulers and priests in government who made laws to keep us controlled. We were thrown into war against our brothers, told to build pyramids and great walls, experimented on, and abused every step of the way. If any of this is sounding familiar...
Oh my Jesus Christ, they use the COVID-19 goddamn motherfucking... Woo! Okay, just tiny bit more.
It is simply because absolutely nothing has really changed.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Of course they
even
went
though
that
the
way.
powers that be would have us believe so. From the 17th century onward.
Okay, all right. That's where we're gonna totally end this for sure.
Well, you got a couple of pictures on your Facebook, by the way, Slim. That'll blow your mind.
Yeah, I know.
Proofs that'll blow your mind.
Yeah,
I'm gonna guess for
the
Slim.
thing. Yeah, I'll look at them tomorrow. I'm totally gonna go to sleep first. The thing is, Cody, what I want to warn you is I have worked for news organizations, and I have learned how to do lots of research. Usually, photos do not prove anything. We'll go over and we can break down how those photos are fake. I have been a photo analysis for a long time. God, I'm so fucking old. So you are not the first person to probably show me this evidence, and I will show you the breakdown of that evidence. But it's okay. We can hopefully help you personally be deconstructed back into regular society to learn. Yes, hopefully we can help you be reconditioned and brought back into normal society. Because once again, You're flipping out on somebody who looks like me, okay? I am not your enemy, okay? I will help you figure out how this goes. Once again, you did not spit out anything that showed me anything of any information that I didn't need to see by a photo, okay? There are ways for you to have given us words and phrases for some of us to look up because we have been doing this for years and years.
And just to reinforce what you said, Cody, a photograph isn't evidence at all. We need, we need sites we can go and research these things and look at and read. But
and that's why I asked, because I'm not going to give you a wrench, words and phrases to back up what you're claiming. Once again, anybody can do anything to a photo. I have a lot of photos showing me doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And just like what happened to you earlier, what did you do, Cody? You said those photos or those that video was not of me. And you now see on my page that is me, right? So you know how you could be faked very easily by maybe somebody faking something with a photo. So unless you have a way to show that you know how to break down the way a photo was put together to make sure it was not manicured, then we'll start going there, and eventually we'll go there, but not tonight. Tomorrow is going to be another AI generated effing funny stuff, or I don't know. What are we doing? It's AI generated
shit.
stuff.
AI generated photos proof shit.
It's AI generated stuff we're going over tomorrow. So we're going to do that. Then, of course, Wednesday is going to be another drunk news report. I'm not going to do anything that is associated with Thanksgiving exactly yet, because
you mean Thanksgiving or American National Genocide Day?
Yeah, no, it's
AI turkeys.
It's Turkey Death Day for sure. That's what we're gonna do Thursday.
No,
I don't wanna.
It's Native American Genocide Day.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't.
I'll keep saying it.
Hold on. We didn't
until the history books have changed
on that day per se. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna call it Happy Turkey Death Day is what we're gonna call it. I don't know what we're going to go over. I don't give a flying fuck. We're going to partially go over the wannabe history of it or what happened. Maybe the history of how they killed 2.5 million Native Americans in the Americas before we started talking about history in the Americas. I don't know. We'll see when we get to there. There wasn't just like 100, 200 fucking natives here, and we just came over here, and all of a sudden they just gave up and went away for no reason. There's a lot of
they did go away for some reason, but I think that had to do with I think that had to do with the blankets that the white men gave them. The ones infected with pox.
It wasn't even just that. It was the first, if it was Vikings, which I don't know 100% if it was them.
It wasn't Vikings. That's what the racists want you to think.
not the
that
first.
white men were there earlier than they actually were.
Sure.
And
then
from what I've learned from like following some Native American accounts, they Columbus didn't discover America. The natives discovered him. So they saved him. So yeah.
Anyways,
fuck
again,
your history books.
We'll go over like a tiny bit of like the fucked up shit to some extent.
I'm going to stick with Pocahontas from Disney.
Well, I'll poke your hiney later. Anyways,
can you please? That's not her name. What was her name again?
The beep victim. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways,
Pocahontas is what the white men called her.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is
that didn't marry her. That just took her as a sex slave.
That's why I said the beep. Anyways,
that's why I said Disney.
Yeah. Go with the Disney version of that bullshit.
Yeah, go with racist Disney.
Yeah. Anyways, so let's crack on. So like I said, tomorrow is gonna be AI generated, whatever we fucking call it, stuff.
It says here her name is Pocahontas.
No, that's not her real name.
Of the poets and people.
It's poke her vagina. Never mind. Let's crack on. Anyways, let's crack on. And then we're gonna do drunk news report. We're gonna have nothing to do really with it. Maybe we'll do like something about a parade or something. Maybe if they're already doing one, which I don't know if they do that then or not. I don't know when they do that. But then Thursday days, which is the kill your turkey day over here, we will be doing just a special, and I don't know, we're just gonna go over things and stuff. We'll barely go over Thanksgiving or what it was or what happened during it, because I don't give a flying beep, but we will do things, and then we will like maybe play games and stuff. So maybe Brainless will have cards set up or something like that. We'll see. We'll figure something out, because it'll just be a nothing day. Just we're gonna trap people with the name by having it say Thanksgiving or something like that somewhere. So maybe people will come and watch, and like I said, we'll go over something and then probably play games. So, all right, folks, we will see you same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow for the conspiracy things. Is that what I said? I don't know. I don't know what we're doing anymore.
What was the AI stuff?
The AI stuff. That's what we're doing. The AI generated things and stuff. All right, night, everybody.
Generated shite.
Please, everybody, subscribe, like, share with your friends, and or if you don't mind, please comment on the stream. Thank you very much for being here. We'll see you next time. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. Everybody say bye.
Bye, bitches.